Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Elizabeth Watts.
Good evening. I'm Rob Quirk. First up at 6 and following up for you tonight on a News 5 investigation after a tenant came forward to News 5 to show us the unlivable conditions she says are inside her Colorado Springs apartment. Well, we found out she's not alone. News 5's Lena Howland looking into the long history of complaints against the complex. She's in studio tonight. What'd you find out, Lena?
Well, we found complaint after complaint, a long history of similar issues at the same exact apartment complex. Tonight, we're asking why this same problem keeps happening.
We tape our door every night to keep the air and the cockroaches out of our unit.
Nikki Butler has lived at the Pine Creek Village Apartments for less than a week.
They had told us that they had it under control, which they didn't have it under control. The place was not clean.
But as News 5 Investigates exposed on Tuesday, she's already found cockroaches, cracked counters, faulty appliances, and carbon monoxide.
We wouldn't have never moved here if we knew that, you know, their views were just that bad. That he was going to be a slam landlord.
Butler's furnace has been fixed, but problems at her complex abound. The City of Colorado Springs code enforcement team tells us they received a total of 657 apartment complaints citywide last year. But we found out nearly a sixth of those came directly from tenants in this complex. That's 107 complaints in 1 year, with 12 cases still open and unresolved.
It's certainly a high percentage.
The majority of those have been roach or bedbug infestations and leaky pipes. Mitch Hames, head of code enforcement, tells us in these situations his team gets involved when the landlord and the tenant can't work things out.
If there is a violation of the city's housing codes, then we issue a notice in order to abate, and we give the property owner time to correct the problem.
While some issues could take days to fix, others could take months.
If it was really bad and there was just no response and no willingness to comply, then we could issue a summons and bring the property owner or manager into court.
News 5 Investigates found that many cities across the country have so-called slumlord laws that allow code enforcement, building inspection, and building safety departments to look at patterns of complaints instead of individual cases. Colorado, not one of those states.
It is frustrating when there are a high number of cases at one particular address, but just know that we're doing the best we can and we'll help in any way possible.
Well, since our story first aired last night at 6, my inbox has filled up with emails from current and former residents that have been through the same exact issue. Now, we're working through each and every one of these, and we will let you know what happens. Watching out for you in Colorado Springs, Lena Howland, News 5.